Hello, 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 everybody. Here we are, the 18th of April, believe it or not. As you can see, we have a special guest. Um, I will introduce him in a minute. I'll do a little intro. Yes, it's early, and yes, bear with me as I put these words together, I hope. A couple things I wanted to talk about is we're in a very fortunate position, I believe. We talked about um, if we know that Mr. Mufara was a what you would call a master distributor. He was very good at what he did way before he got here. Uh, and if he was to build a business for himself, a perfect business for himself, it would be called ONPASSIVE. The difference was he scaled it up so that he scaled it to a large, very large area so that many people can get the same benefits of what he could do for himself, even more so because now you have AI and you have uh, machine learning and all that. So we get to take a ride on this magic carpet and do really very little. Another thing I wanted to point out is remember while we're doing this voyage or whatever this thing that we're on, everything has to fall in sequence. You can't skip it. And I'm going to get into why I'm saying that and what was reminded of that when I watched a video from Mr. Michael Williams the other day. You can't put one before the other. And there is a sequence, whether we understand it or we don't understand it. And I'm trying to cover for everybody here. There's a sequence, there's a strategy, and there's a plan. And you can't do one before the other or it interferes with all of it. And I'm glad that the people in charge from Mr. Mufara and everybody he surrounded himself with know this as good, probably better than anybody else in the world. And that's a beautiful thing. And we know that what he did when he did it was he always wanted to bring people with him. But there was parts of that idea and plan that was out of his control. One was it wasn't his company before ONPASSIVE, it was somebody else's. And all of those companies that I was in, and I believe all the ones he was in, were not even structured the same for everyone to win. They're just not. I know that Michael here, while he was building and doing Michael Williams AIM, he wanted to bring people with him. And myself, Mike, and Dan, we wanted to bring people with us. Red Redford, anybody else that did any kind of market, whatever scale it was. And you find that you can bring a handful, and a handful's not enough. It's just not. You still go through so many numbers and so many people. Now, also, you can't just be lazy and do nothing. And there is a vast majority that just want to lay down and do nothing. But we are giving something so unique that I think people really need to focus on is all the heavy work. We talk about, and I talk from emails that I get and questions that I get. That's where I get my inspiration on what to say. And I've heard people say, why the extension? Why don't we get another product? Why don't we have this? Why aren't we? And it goes back to everything's a sequence. Remember what Az said, because he never really changes his mind. The only time I saw where the company didn't do what they said, it's because they modified it even better than what they said. Pay 2 times, 97, that you're going to pay somewhere between 200 and 350, whatever it was. What happened? We paid the 97 and they gave it back. We were able to use that to buy the product that wasn't between $200 and $300. It was actually 143 for 3 months, and we were able to use the 97 as a first-time payment to add to what we owed. That's stacking the cool. That wasn't in the plan. That was a bonus that we didn't know was coming. So every time that something happened, if it was different from the very beginning, it's always better for our benefit. Always, absolutely always. Now remember this, when this was designed, he said you'll pay You'll pay once out of pocket, and then it'll come from your commissions or whatever you make. So doesn't that make sense that because there was a issue with the merchants and we can't receive our bonuses or whatever we have coming, that they stopped it, and they're not even taking money in. No company would do that. And that's not a question. That's not my opinion. It's fact. If they couldn't bring them, they would. If they could bring it in, they'd bring it in. If there was a pause on our side, they would pause it. That's not what the company did. They said, "Look, if money can't flow everywhere to the people and to the company, then I'm just going to stop it." And that's something I've never seen ever. And we got to remember that. Now, another thing, what sense would it make to add another product or bring OConnect out in different packages to pay for if the first part of it, where you're getting paid bonuses or receiving commissions, first? Because if he does that first, then we're paying out of pocket again. So everything's a sequence. It's because it didn't happen like it showed up September 1st. When it got to that point, they had to modify. But he never changed anything. So if we would go back, and none of us here are less than 2 years old in this company, so we should know. It's not a lot to ask. We should know. So when they're able to pay the commissions and the bonuses, then you will see that ball rolling again, because now there'll be money there for you to pay out of your commissions. Now, you know, the plan of the company is nobody pays again out of pocket. Now, there might be a couple that are paused a little bit until their wallets grow. I would imagine it could be a couple hours, it could be a day. It doesn't matter. The point is, they want majority of the people to never pay again. That has never changed. Never. And if you see the pause, remember this. Pause means the company's going to spend millions of dollars for the next 10 days giving us OConnect. Think about that for a minute. You think OConnect's free? It's very expensive. And they averaged, last time I heard As say, 2,000 webinars a day. That's crazy numbers. Crazy. In a company that's only giving money out right now. That's all they're doing. And remember, the sequence of events is very important in this journey. Yes, the journey has changed. The company that I heard about over 5 years ago never really happened. Thank God. And thank God this company didn't launch a year ago or 2 years ago. Because what I see in OConnect right now, whoa. And picture this: O'Mail, O'Trim, all of the free ones we have, minimum are going to be at the standard of OConnect today. And OConnect's not good enough for the company, and it's great. It's better than any other video conferencing platform on the planet. That's not my opinion. That's just fact. Look at the price, look at the features, look at the quality, it's better than anyone. And I want to say something that probably I normally don't say, but what is going to happen when this is opened up to the world? Things are broke loose, the bottleneck has been opened, and people come here from other companies. I don't want to mention it, but let's just imagine. Let me tell you what I would do. If I got here and saw what it is and then realized the difference in price and that I could make a commission by using it, not only would I be happy, but I think I'd be a little upset at the company that ripped me off for the last 5 years, because the comparison in price is off the chart. So are people going to come? I think like floods of people once they see it, because it's a two-edged sword. One is, wait a minute, you charge me this for this, and this company's giving me for this, and I can make a commission? Just think about that. Wrap your head around where we are and why we're here. Look, we don't know the whole story, but if you look in the rearview mirror of everything that the company has done, all of it has our name on it. All of us are going to benefit from what they've done. And what have we done? Nothing. Not really. What are we paying? Pennies a month right now for OConnect? and they always make sure we're okay, even if they get kicked in the gut. Anyway, it's just something I wanted to throw out there for right now. Uh, I'm going to move on. I want to introduce Michael Williams, which I don't need to do. Everyone knows who he is. He's highly respected. He's been here before me. I don't know if before Red, but a long time, since the company was an embryo. He he gives the truth. He breaks it down. He understands it. It's in his bone marrow. And the other day he did. He's with Julie every Monday at 3 o'clock. You should watch it. Everyone should watch it. And he broke down Catmo and the order of it. And I listened to it and went, holy shoot. And yes, was I manipulating and wanted something? Yes, I love the company and people needed to hear it. So I asked Michael if he'd come on. And he said, absolutely. So I want to turn it over to Michael Williams, who, in my opinion, there's nobody that knows more, nobody more knowledgeable, nobody that cares more about people than Michael Williams. Michael, it's all yours, buddy.
Wow. I was looking for another Michael Williams when you said all of that. Thanks, Marty. Thanks, Chris, Red. Thank you guys for having me on here today. Yes, it's early, so my voice is not awakened as yet, but I'm sure you'll get there. Yeah, everything you've said, Marty, is so true. We have an incredible opportunity, just an incredible, and you have to categorize it, with those that we talk about as once in a lifetime opportunity. This is not just a game changer, but it's a life changer, right? So many people are out there looking, from time to time, for years even, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, they've been looking, searching, trying, right? And then finally, they come across ONPASSIVE, right? Some came when there wasn't a name, you know what I mean? Some came where, there wasn't an office in India, there wasn't an office in Dubai, and so on and so forth, right? But the bottom line is you made the right decision, because this is exactly what people want and exactly what people need. ONPASSIVE is for everyone, but you're absolutely right that we have to understand the process. Now, our CEO came out and he gave us the acronym Catmo, right? And I think if people kind of dive into that and understand the C, the A, the T, the MO, understand that, then I think they'll get a better understanding of what ONPASSIVE is all about. And the process, right? People say, is there a plan? Of course there's a plan, right? No one goes into business and you're just flying by the seat of your pants, right? There is a plan. Do you make adjustments to plan? Of course you do. You have to make adjustments, right? I've shared this many times. If I was driving to Detroit to go visit Chris, right? And on my journey, there could be a roadblock. So I have to adjust my plan. I can't go straight. I can't go through the roadblock, right? Maybe the road is closed, right? Maybe there's an accident. Maybe you have to detour, right? But in the end, I still get to my destination, which is to visit Chris in Detroit. It's a simple thing, folks. If we just take our time and just kind of, wind back from ourselves and just look at the big picture, right? I think things become more and more clear to all of us. And then we sleep very well at nights. We're very calm, we're relaxed, we continue to be patient and let the company do what the company needs to do in order to give us Catmo. Everyone wants Catmo, right? Everyone wants Catmo, right? Unfortunately, some people just want the mo, right? All they're focused on the mo and they forget about the cat. It can't be Catmo if you don't have the C, the A, the T, the M, and the O, right? We have to understand that. So Catmo, right? We talk about a complete system, right? What is ONPASSIVE? ONPASSIVE, right, is about creating SaaS, right, which is creating software, right, as a service, right? So it's not just here's some products, right? We're providing a service to the public by giving them these products, right? Well, selling them, right? Some of them we're given because some of them are free, right? But we're selling, right? And so when people understand that, they start to realize that, wait a minute now. So if I want this business to be complete, I can't just focus on the money alone, right? I need everything, right? I need to be able to have the automation, right? Which is where the A comes in. I need to be able to have targeted traffic, right? Imagine if you just have Camo, right? CAMO. So there's no targeted traffic. Are you going to win? Are you going to be able to go out there and find your own traffic, right? Are you going to be able to get just run-of-the-mill traffic, or is it going to be targeted, right? You can't put the money before the cat, folks, right? It's very, very important to understand that. You want to have a complete business, right? You want to have a business that is fully automated. You want to have a business that includes the targeted traffic, okay? And when you have all of that, folks, what happens? The money starts to flow because it's about selling. It's about customers, 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 right? That's what this business is about, right? It's not about getting a whole bunch of affiliates. It's not about let's go out and go get 100 million affiliates. Let's get 1 billion affiliates. It isn't about that. But let's go out there and bring products that are in demand, products that people want, products that's going to give people value, right? As Marty said, if I'm using XYZ company, right, and I'm paying, $6,000 a month for their particular product, their service, okay, and all of a sudden I see a company that's giving me way more value, far more cost effective, way more better features, right, etc., right, and they're charging me a lot less than $6,000, then, as people like to say, it's a no-brainer, right? It's an easy decision, and we have to think about that. What are some of the products that we're aware of, right? We know that we're going to be offering domain names to the public. Are there people out there right now buying domain names? Absolutely, right? So it's not going to be any different than when ONPASSIVE is selling domains to the public, people are going to buy, right? Are people out there using webinar platforms? Absolutely. So OConnect, of course, people are going to buy OConnect, right? And the list goes on and on and on and on, folks. If we start to just think of everything that this company is doing for us, all of the heavy lifting, we don't have to go out there and create websites. Can you even create a website? And if you do create a website, is that website optimized, right? Meaning, do you have a website that's going to, go through the search engines and people are going to, pull it up as they start to search for different terms, etc., right? Are you going to create the right content on that page that's going to be attractive when visitors actually come to it? A lot of people go to get a link and they click it, they get to the website, and then they just move off quickly. Nothing is there to hold them, right? So you want a company that has the know-how. And that's what Marty talked about when he said about Mr. Ash Mufara, right? That he has the know-how. He didn't just get up yesterday and said, okay, let me go do a business, right? He has knowledge, he has experience, right? He was a master marketer, right? All that is important, folks, right? It's important. It's important the company that you keep. It's important the people that you're around. It's important the people that you associate yourself with. Mr. Ash Mufara is someone that any and everyone would want to associate themselves with, especially if they want to be a winner. It's as simple as that. So here he is bringing this company to us, giving us the opportunity to participate in it, right? So all of us can benefit. Because at the end of the day, it's all about the upliftment of the globe. Everyone on this planet will have an opportunity to take a look at ONPASSIVE and see if there's a fit. See if something makes sense in there for them. See if there's something that they can use. And I guarantee you, they will find it. There is no doubt about it. Maybe they don't want OConnect, but they'll want ODomain. Maybe they don't want OStaff, but they'll want OAcademy, and so on and so on. We're going to give them more than enough options for them to say, yes, I finally found a home in a company that actually cares about people, because ONPASSIVE is about what? AI with heart, right? Everything that we do, everything that ONPASSIVE does is about love. It's about how can we help other people? How can we serve? How can we help people be the best version of themselves? How can we help people get out of the rut that they're in financially, emotionally, right? All these things, folks, is not just about money. So many people have come into ONPASSIVE already and received benefits, life-changing benefits, right? Already. But we're so focused on one thing, which is the MO, which is at the end of Catmo, by the way. It's at the end. It's not at the beginning. It's at the end. So when you have the CAT, folks, when you have the complete system, when you have the automation, when you have the targeted traffic, it's going to flow. That's why we say it's a done deal. So there is a plan in place. There is a process. We're in a good position. The company has got all of our backs. We are good to go. Back to you, Marty.
Like I said, that needs to be heard by everybody. So very good, Michael. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now we're going to turn over to, and look, it goes back to, I don't know if people are listening, they're not listening, and we all have one voice. Look, there's only one way. It's the ONPASSIVE way, right? We don't need to veer left and right. Tell everybody if they aren't here, the recording will go out, that there's a sequence of events. Look, we'd all do this if we could. We can't. He has the resources. He's surrounded himself with the people. You could not be in a better shape. There's no way. I mean, I don't even look at other things. People have said stuff. I have people approach. No, thank you. I'm happy we're on that. And what we don't know, which is really mind blowing to me, what we don't know is even bigger than what we do know. And then when OConnect's great, but it's not good enough yet. I mean, what? Where are we going? That's fantastic. And I'm going to turn it over to the man that puts it all together for us every week, Mr. Red Redford.
Thank you so much. Cheers, Michael. Inspirational as always. You truly are one of the amazing leaders in ONPASSIVE, all the way from early September when you joined 2018 through to now 2024 in April. You've done an amazing job for ONPASSIVE, and we thank you dearly for your efforts throughout the 5 years. You're an inspiration to so many ONPASSIVians who are part of this company, and I thank you for coming on and joining us on ONPASSIVE 360 today. So then let's get into the review recap of the last 7 days in ONPASSIVE. Now, as always, guys, I put this together to mainly help you focus on what has been happening from our end, from the user affiliate end of the ONPASSIVE machine. Obviously, we keep saying the same things. There's much more going on behind the curtain of ONPASSIVE that they're working on continually on a daily basis to get to the start line of the commercial side of what really is the meat and potatoes of this business, what we are all looking forward to, which is that commercial side of being able to go out there individually, collectively, to sell the products and services of ONPASSIVE and make the commissions. So let's go back then to the 10th, Wednesday, the 10th of April, and we had ONPASSIVE 360 our last Wednesday. Myself, Chris, and Marty gave our updates, and we didn't see our CEO on that very first one. And lo and behold, almost as we finished off our updates and closed that OConnect webinar down, Mr. Ashma Farah had given Marty a ring saying, "Where are you? I'm just about to come on." So we had to do a very hurried ONPASSIVE 360 part 2, and that was posted out in all of the social media, and also for a short time it was posted out on the ecosystem with a new link. This was the corporate link for it. And boy, did our CEO not disappoint for what he was bringing to the table. He was extremely open about the process of where we were, the reasons behind the pauses, to do with the payment processes, to do with money that's been held by our merchants from way back in September and a little bit after that, and really where the structure was as far as moving forward. If you want to know those details, our quartet of Dan, Daryl, Janet, and Peter all did a sterling job of getting those notes into your OFounders back office under the update section really, really quickly. And if you are a founder of ONPASSIVE, then you can go and view those yourself in that exclusive OFounders back office. If you are not on many of the videos and YouTube channels out there. There is the recording again, which was put out the day after, and you can go and listen to Ash in all his glory, bringing us up to date. It really was an exceptional webinar last Wednesday. I thought very open, honest, and I always say the same thing when I do my reviews of 360 or whenever we see our CEO. Body language is such an important part of what we see from the outside looking in. And boy, did he look relaxed and excited. Why? He knows what's coming. He can see behind that curtain and knows exactly where we are as a business and what is in store for all of us out there. So he looked very, very relaxed. So that happened on Wednesday. Also on Wednesday, we had a 10-day extension to OConnect, which is what we are on right now. And this will take us through to the 21st of April, just round the corner. And obviously, we will see if there's going to be another extension. Our CEO actually did say that he was hopeful. Remember those words? Hopeful, not certain, but hopeful that this would be the last extension. But it doesn't guarantee that there won't be one. If there is another one, there's obviously reasons behind it. Part of the process, as Marty and Mike both said, and this is there for a reason. It means we get to use it, guys, for more time without having to pay for it once again. So that's fantastic. Thursday, the 11th, then, the recordings of 360 were put up not only in your OFounders back office, but also out on many YouTube channels as well. We also had 2 updates of the OES, our ecosystem app, on Android and also on Apple devices, iOS. That is now, if you're on an Android device, if you haven't updated it already, you should be on 1.0.4.8. If you're on an Apple device, you should be on 1.0.12. How do you check if you're on the right one? Very easily. Open up your app. Top left-hand corner, you will see 3 dashes. Okay, click on those. It will, at the very top, show the word ONPASSIVE, and next to that, it has a V and the number. That is the up-to-date version of what that app is. Make sure you're up to date, and then you will receive, obviously, all of that up-to-date information through the app device if you are using it. Also, next day, Friday, what happened on Friday? We saw 6 new links in the My Links section. This is all working correctly now, guys. I know we had a little downtime on it when things weren't working as far as the My Links section was concerned. Collectively, this got escalated to the right departments and it was sorted out very quickly. So we now have 66, count them, guys, 66 different links for you to use in that My Links section. They are all coded to you individually. If you share them out to people, they join through that link. They will then fall into your organization. Over the weekend then, Saturday the 13th and Sunday the 14th was quiet from our end. Not much was going on as far as websites, information, etc. I do have to say, though, every single day, ONPASSIVE do put out at least 2 or 3 different shorts videos. Marty takes them and puts them on his channel, obviously. But if you go over to ONPASSIVE on any of the on the Facebook or on Instagram, the official pages, you'll see them there. Also on X as well. You can grab those and you can share them if you want to. That was going on Saturday and Sunday. Monday, normally we see our new website. Not this Monday. We had a bit of a delay. It didn't actually come till the Tuesday. But yesterday, sorry, it came on the Wednesday, not the Tuesday. But on Monday, we saw an extension to OTracker for 15 days. That was put in, and you can check this under the updates section. I'll also just track back a little bit to the update of OConnect. You can check to see if you've had a update and extension for that. It goes in 2 places, guys, under the My Subscriptions tab within your ecosystem, and also in My Wallet section. It will say an executive bonus extension. of OConnect, and it will give you the time and logging of that. Now, I do go back to say, why do we get notifications on OConnect? And people have asked me, but we don't get notifications of OTracker. Quite simply, guys, we've paid to have OConnect, and it is the company's responsibility to inform us if there is any extensions, and it has to be logged because it is something that we've purchased. So they are doing it correctly and by the book. So very reassuring that they are doing things absolutely above board and 100% correctly. So Monday we saw that extension, and also unfortunately there was a very, very strong storm in Dubai on Monday as well, if you remember. All over the news everywhere. They had a 1.5 years rain in one day, guys, and it completely flooded a vast majority of Dubai. So our thoughts and prayers for the cleanup operation, which I'm sure is in full swing at the moment, for everybody over in Dubai who has been affected by that storm that happened on Monday. Like I said then, not much else happened, unfortunately, on Tuesday, but Wednesday we saw our brand new website, and that was different themes. If you remember, or if you haven't looked at it, you can go to onpassive.com. We've gone very much black with purples and whites. Very good website once again. You scroll by paging up and down on it. This one as well, it very much focuses on the comprehensive suite of solutions that we've been offered at the moment through our ecosystem. And there is a video which shows our products that we have at the moment. That is scrolling left to right as you look at it. There's obviously that read more, and you can click on that. And if there is a link for a app, it will have that on that as well. The next pages then, I like the way that it lever arches in and out with the details. Remember, if it says read more, guys, get in there and have a good look around. You scroll on down and it gives you more information about what ONPASSIVE, and right at the end we have that swirling rotating globe with the stars that are shining on our offices. If you remember back to last week, our CEO did give an explanation to why we've gone down this route and why you will not see the addresses now of our offices, because there is no need to advertise where they are. It makes no difference from the company's point of view or from your point of view. It's good to know which countries they're in, but where the location is, there is no need for it. Anyway, guys, that is 1 week in review for ONPASSIVE over the last 7 days. This will be posted out when we get the recording part of it into the update section of your own founders that you can share out, and I'll also put a recording on my YouTube channel. That's it from me. Back to you, Marty or Chris.
Well, we could go to Chris. Are you ready, buddy?
Oh, yeah, I'm just waking up here. First of all, thank you from the bottom of my heart, Michael, for coming on here. That was excellent. I had watched it 5 or 6 times prior to this, and I want to remind everyone, Monday at 3 o'clock, Julie Wen, Michael, Aim, Williams have a conversation, and they're very intriguing conversations. And it you know, I wouldn't say it gives you a different way to think, because I don't think either one of them ever changed the way they do things in the passive. They tell you straightforward, but this time was different, and it caught a lot of people's attention. So, Michael, I salute you for that. Wow. Michael said one important thing. Number one, I'm on a panel with 3 guys that I have a lot of respect for. 3 guys that are not professional speakers, but act like it, are like it. And then you bring on, as Michael said, the fly by the seat of the pants guy, and that would be me. And it's an honor for me, and I'm not knocking myself whatsoever. It's an honor for me just to be sitting on this panel, able to talk about something that I truly love, which is ONPASSIVE, and these guys and everyone else that speaks about ONPASSIVE good. I do want to do a little reminder here. Last week we had some 360, and we had a few people again sharing our live out on 360. And Ash Mafara had said he wanted some things cut out of it. And because you guys shared that, we can't cut it out once you guys put it out there. So I'm going to ask you again, which I do every week. Please do not share 360 Live. Let Marty take it. He cuts it down. We check with Ash if he wants something on. And if he doesn't, if you're having a family private conversation, which we do a lot of the times, sometimes we got to shut the door and we don't want certain things out. But obviously, if you're doing that, things get out. So I'm asking you, please don't do that or I will terminate you. Ha! How do you like that one? That's the flyby seat of the guy. But, coming on these things, I learned something new every day. And number one, I'm thankful every day because I have air in my lungs. I'm thankful that I got a very, very forgiving God. And I think every single day is a gift because every day you wake up, you have that opportunity to reinvent yourself. Today, Michael Williams reinvented himself again. Actually, he did it last Monday because he talked about something in a different way that we've never heard before. And each one of us have a different way of doing things. Red has his 7 days. Red's a very good speaker. Marty's got his from the heart speaking. And me, I just come on here because I love it. Do I touch people's hearts? Man, I hope so. If not, I hope they're at least laughing. But that's what a passive is. I watched a movie a long time ago, and I actually watched the previews the other day of a movie called Limitless. If you ever heard of it, it's a pill they take that allows you to use 100% of your brain, which was very intriguing to me, just the movie. And then next thing I know, they have out on all the marketing places, oh, we got a pill. It's just like the movie. It ain't, guys, just to let you know, it's not. It might give you some things that make you think that because they put a fancy name in there that says, oh, yeah, you take this and, you're going to be able to read everyone's thoughts, and that's not going to happen. One thing I love about a passive is when we do put it out there, when we do talk about it, it's happening. All right. My limitless pill isn't passive because that pill that I'm taking about in passive opens my mind up for different possibilities of things I've always wanted to do and knew I never could do. But through passive, I'm going to be able to do 99.9% of the things I want to do. And that to me expands my brain. Ash Mafar has said in the last couple months, he wants you to be creative. He wants you to use your mind. He wants you to put a little bit of effort into your business, which I love that he said that. Even though we advertise it's all done for you, and I'm thanking God it's all done for me. There's days I love to be creative, and there's days I'm like, I can't think of nothing. You, Marty, and Red could contest to that. My famous thing is I got nothing. But when you get to sit on here with three guys who you highly respect that love the company that you highly respect, it makes it that much easier. There's no reason why you shouldn't wake up every morning and thinking something different about how to improve your life. Ash gave us the tools, believe it or not, maybe you don't know that yet, to improve all of our lives. He gave us that magic limitless pill, hypothetically, that we can use to our advantage to help not just our families, but the world. Let me say that again, because a lot of companies don't hear what we're saying right now, and they will. All right. Give us the tools to help our families and the world. It's a great slogan. It's a truthful slogan. And again, people don't really see the limitless possibilities of what a passive is about. What Michael just talked about is a brand new pill. Okay. And I'm saying that hypothetically, that he's letting you know a different way in sequence. I mean, when we get up in the morning, we have a sequence. You put your drawers on before your pants, right? There's a sequence to all of our lives. Maybe some people don't wear drawers, and that's okay. But you do the same things over and over as a routine because it works, right? I believe Catmo has explained, like putting your drawers on before your pants, that it's an order that works. Ash Mafar 20 years ago didn't say, let's see, CATMO. He didn't say that. He thought about it. He put the process together. He understood it. He explained it to people. People got it. And then today, as of Monday, Michael Williams has the audacity to come out here and say, this is what it really should sound like. And that's exactly what he did. Michael woke up on Monday and reinvented himself by saying exactly what Catmo is. And actually, I think the best definition I've heard of order. Every one of us follow an order, whether you wake up and you get your coffee brewing or you go brush your teeth or blow your nose. It's a system. It's a system in your life that you know works. And you really never, most of us don't sway from the system that we have every day we wake up. That was Ashma Farah's whole idea. We have to put a system in place that's followed A, B, C, D, 1, 2, 3 in that order. And you know what I'm saying, even though that sounded silly, but he put a system in place for business that we can all follow. And right, we all want the mo money. Remember that? Mo money, mo money, mo money. All right, we all want that. Everyone wants that. We got into it for that. All right, but now we realize there's people out there saying, need more help. I need mo help. I need mo help. Boom. Catmo again. Following the process of not just building a business, building a career, educating yourself, and not just how to help yourself through ONPASSIVE, but now we get to help people out there. And that's a pretty darn good thing. Flyby guy is honored. Listen, I went to high school. I went to college 1 year. I got a job with an automaker. Anyone could have done it. And I'm sitting on the board with, I think, elite people. I'm elite in my own way. I have an order I follow every day. Wake up, tell Marty DeGarmo I got nothing, and let's talk. For some reason, sometimes things flow out of my mouth. Sometimes they probably don't make sense. I apologize for that. But know this, we're on here every day talking about something that we love and and it's a perfect ordered business. Business in a box? No, it's more than that. Business in a box with a pretty wrapping, lot more than that. It's a business in a box that follows perfect steps to create wealth, not only for you, but for anyone that wants it. And I absolutely love this business. So I'm going to say some prayers today. Mr. Muhammad Kamal's mom is out of the hospital, as Marty was informed the other day. And I like calling people out. She still has a road to recovery. Let's keep her in your prayers. And all of our founders that I know I've been calling names off every day. Robin Noble, Bill Muss is doing much better. Gladys' sister is doing much better. We have people that are in a position where they're fighting things. They're getting there. Keep praying for them. Don't stop praying for them. And I got a lot of names. But I believe one thing I love about ONPASSIVE is we have many, many faiths in ONPASSIVE. We probably have at least 3 different faiths just on this panel right here. But for some reason, we all come together and pray just to help people out. What does that tell you about this company? People for once came together, no matter what their faith was, and said, yeah, we need to help some people out. Let's pray for them. And then Ash comes by and creates Catmo, step by step. You know, all our life we've been asked to follow certain rules. So you had the 10 Commandments. We had school rules. Don't chew bubble gum. Don't put that bubble gum in your classmate's hair. We have rules to follow for success. We know if we break those rules, even though they're fun sometimes, and no, I didn't stick bubble gum in no one's hair, but you fall off the path. Ashma Farah, since I've been in here, has kept me on a path of success. He's kept me on a path of faith. He's kept me on a path of caring about everyone, not just some people. And that is what makes a successful business. That is what makes a successful human being, caring about other people. That's ONPASSIVE. I could go on and tell you about how great ONPASSIVE is, but what I can tell you more is what ONPASSIVE turned me into, what it turned Michael into, Red, Marty, and everyone else that talks about it. It's an amazing company that's going to do amazing things. And when it happens, like I said, we got a lot of people that go against us. It's okay. All right. Jesus Christ had people against them. Ford Motor Company, all the big 3, the big gurus, they always had someone against them, but it didn't stop them. We keep going forward because we have faith and belief in this company of what it's going to do. All right. I'm rambling. Marty DeGarmo, or anyone else, back to you. And Michael, again, thank you very much for coming, man. It's always our pleasure.
Hold on a minute. I gotta get myself straight. Yeah, Chris. Yeah, you definitely got a different delivery than the rest of us. Nothing wrong with that. No, I love it. It's good. Anyway, I didn't hear anything from Ash. It doesn't mean he won't pop on any second. What I wanted to do is also, as I listen to everybody talk, remember something. This was built for everyone, and you can be 100% you. That's a big deal in life. You know, when we were younger, we have these goals and everything's possible and blah, 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 blah. And as time goes on in our life, these walls close in. And then you go, wow, this is as good as it gets. That's not the case in ONPASSIVE. So don't chase me, don't chase Mike, don't chase Chris, chase you. Do 100% you. I've met a lot of people, like I said, in their 70s, 80s, 90s, and some of them are old and never lived. And ONPASSIVE gives you that opportunity to be 100% you. I'm seeing it every day as people come out and start talking, and you find out that there's many people that have gifts that you wouldn't know if it wasn't for ONPASSIVE, because it gave them that. They feel free to talk, and that's a big deal. That's priceless. That wasn't. That's not a product, right? That's what makes us unique from any other company, I believe. We're going to go back around, see if anybody has anything to say. Michael, I can start with you. I don't want to just shut it down. I want to make sure everybody, because you think of other things as we go. So go ahead, Mike.
Thanks, Marty. Yeah, I think it's important that people understand that ONPASSIVE as a company is about sales, right? You create products, you make products, and you want to sell these products to the public. Okay, the company wasn't created to sell products to us per se, right? It's not about let's get some, founders, early bird adapters, and let's just sell them a whole bunch of products. It's about selling to the public. Okay, there's 8 billion people on this planet. There's about 1.4 million, early bird accounts. Okay, that's a tiny, tiny number, right? So the focus is not on you and me. The focus is on the public, right? So we know we came into ONPASSIVE because the 99% of us cannot sell, right? We can't sell, period, right? So if the company says, here, guys, here's a whole bunch of products, go sell it and make a ton of money. You'd be like, I'm out because I personally can't sell, meaning us, right? So there's a process to selling though, right? There's a process to it, right? And that's why it's important that we don't put, the cow before the cart or the horse before the cart. We don't, right? We have to understand that process. Well, where's the targeted traffic? Well, why do you want targeted traffic until you have the complete system in place, right? You have to have that, folks, okay? Where are you going to send this targeted traffic to, right? Where is your domain name, right? It's important to understand that. So again, I go back to Catmo and I say, understand what the C is, what the A is, what the T is, what the MO is. When you understand all of that, folks, I'm telling you, you're going to feel as confident as I am, as we are on this panel. You're going to feel so confident about this company that your life, your future is a done deal. You're going to understand that, right? And you're going to walk away feeling just that, right? Because it is very, very important for the company to complete the process for us. Because if they gave us an incomplete process, where are the sales going to happen? Where is the money going to come in? It just doesn't work that way. Like any other business, when you think about it, from the standpoint of a company decides to do something, where are their products? They have to have products first, right? Where are their sales material, right? Who's going to be doing the selling, etc., right? It's important, folks. And so ONPASSIVE says it's big, it's massive, right? And we all know this. But then the CEO says, guys, let me just break it down for you. Make it as simple as possible. ONPASSIVE is Catmo. And that's why you have to get Catmo, because if you get Catmo, then you get ONPASSIVE. It's very, very simple, people. Really, really is. That's why for these past years, I'm so confident every single day about this business. I fully understand Catmo. I fully get it, right? I know that it's going to help so many people change their lives because now you're going to have a systematic way of making sales. a systematic way of putting money in your pocket because you have real customers, not just, run-of-the-mill people, but real people are actually using these products. People that want to use OConnect because maybe they have a business conference, maybe they get a family get-together, maybe it's a church service, funeral service, whatever the case may be, right? There's use for it, right? It's not just let's just make this product for the sake of making a product, right? It's about giving people value, and that's what this company is doing. And when OTracker comes online, there are a lot of people out there want to analyze their business. What's the sense in having a business and you have no idea about your data? You don't know where your visitors are coming from. You don't know, the type of countries that are more, acceptable to your business. People who want to say, hey, we like this. Because once you understand the analytics, right? Once you understand that, the data, right? Then you're able to hone in more, right? As to where should I put my focus? Why are you going to focus on countries that they never come and visit your page? Like no one over there is interested for whatever reason. Why would you focus on that? Why would you focus on advertising that's not working? If the advertising isn't working, we're going to keep spending money on it. It doesn't work that way, folks. Companies spend a lot of money just understanding their business, right? A lot of money just to understand it, because once they understand it, now they can maximize the returns that they're making. With our business, we need to understand it so that we put ourselves in a position to maximize, right, all the rewards that are available to us. It's really, really simple as A, B, C, D. I don't know about the 1, 2, 3 part, Chris, because I don't think there's any 1, 2, 3 in ABC, but that's okay. I get it, buddy. And I still love you. But folks, Chris is so right, though. ONPASSIVE is something that we're all passionate about. ONPASSIVE is something that we all love. That's why we're up at 6 in the morning, right, to be on here, because it makes sense. This company makes sense. When you think of everything that is out there, when you think of all the businesses, companies that you've joined, where are they today? Many of them are gone by the wayside. Even just in the past few years, many of them are come and gone, right? And so that's why we stay focused on ONPASSIVE. We're not telling people, don't do anything because people got bills to pay. Do what you need to do to pay your bills. But folks, don't throw your money away, though. Just don't do that, okay? Focus on what's here, because this is what you've been searching for. You may not have known what it was called or what it was going to be, etc., but it is what you've been looking for, because it's giving you a simple way to make sales without you doing all the heavy lifting for that to happen, right? Some of us can market. Okay, that's great. That's fantastic. But the majority of people can't, though, right? So why put a business together that's only for the few? Where does that make sense, right? You want to put a business together that is for the majority. And in our case, ONPASSIVE truly is for everyone. It's for everyone everywhere. There's no corner on this planet that is left out of ONPASSIVE, right? None whatsoever, because people will come and they will find something in ONPASSIVE that resonate with them. They will find something that, yes, I want this. Yes, there's value here. They will, even if it's the free products, okay? Because understand, the products may be free, but there are companies out there selling similar products, selling them, not giving them away, selling them. Okay, ONPASSIVE said it's okay. We can offer free products to the public. Nothing wrong with that. Let's give and give and give and give. It's a company that continues to give of itself despite what may come at it. ONPASSIVE is not scared of the market. ONPASSIVE is here to make your future better, period. And if you just get that alone, folks, that, oh, my future is going to be better because of ONPASSIVE, that's all you need to walk away with. You don't need to understand the ups and downs and ins and outs, and not at all. Just know that, hey, I am a part of something that is going to make a positive difference in my life and the life of my family, my loved ones, my community, right? My country. That's what ONPASSIVE is about. So why would I not want to be a part of something like that? Of course I would. That only makes sense. That's what makes sense, folks. To be a part of something that is going to transform people's lives all around this, I was going to say country, but all around this globe, right? Not just my country, not just here, not just in the UK, not just in America, around the globe, folks. It's important to understand that, because I don't see any other company out there that's looking to do just that. All I see is companies out there that want to, build up their bottom line, right? Continue to make money for their generations. Okay. But are you a part of that? No. The only part that you play is to take money out of your pocket and give to them. That's it. That's the only part you play. Here's a company saying, hey, keep the money in your pocket, right? We're going to continue to extend and extend and extend as long as we need to. So what if it's 10 more days of extension? So what if it's 30 days, 60 days? Does that matter? It doesn't. Because the company, think about it, the company's doing that for your benefit. The company that's saying, hey guys, need to pay another subscription. Sorry, we're not ready yet. Pay another subscription. No, the company says, listen, we got you. It's on us. Don't worry about it. Enjoy the product. Use it. Use it to make money, right? This I understand people don't get it. Use OConnect to make money, right? Maybe you have a business that you want to promote. Maybe you have something that you're selling, something that you're offering. Okay, get people together, get on OConnect and do what you need to do. Simple, folks. Use it, right? Use it, right? Maybe you have, again, we know, unfortunately, some folks are passing away, right? I know there's a funeral coming up, for example, this Thursday. The point is, people can use OConnect to connect with people. That's what OConnect is about. It's about connecting the globe, right? We can do this, folks. Just understand your place in this, right? Which is just to come along for the journey and reap the rewards in the end. Can you do that? I think you can. Whether you're 90 years old, whether you're 18 years old, I think you can. Whether you speak English or don't speak English, I think you can, right? ONPASSIVE is here to stay, and it's here to stay for us, So let's continue to benefit from the entire process, because Mo is coming when the cat is ready. Simple.
Damn. Oh, I already have my mic on. Very good, Michael. Thank you. Couldn't have said that any better. Thank you. Yeah, just open people's minds, and this is what you have. People are too worried about where we're going. Look at what we have. Look at where, it's mind blowing for me. Red, you got anything else, buddy?
I could never, ever top that. I got nothing.
I know, I'm afraid to say anything. How about you, Chris?
Yeah, don't be, I'm going to help Michael out here, what he just said. How many of you know people that died at the age of 33 but weren't buried till they were 88? In other words, they didn't live their life. There's enough excitement coming out of Michael today to understand there's a lot of life out there and a lot of things that you can be doing. So thanks again for that, Michael. That woke me up a little bit more. Thanks.
Okay, I haven't heard anything from our leader, Mr. Mupara, but we know he's super busy. Doesn't mean he doesn't have to have 360 to come on. Trust me, he's proven that. But anyway, I want to thank everybody for being here. Michael, thank you. Really, you hit it out of the park. You are a definitely home run hitter. I think it was a grand slam, actually. We were all on base. I even made a home run. Anyway, thanks everybody. Thanks for being here. I will get this done and I'll put it out on YouTube. Be on many channels. And take care, everybody. We'll see you next week. And remember, there's webinars around the clock. You can go to the back office and find out what's convenient for you. Just stay in the now, stay in the system, go with the flow. And remember, everything is so simple for us, but it's a lot of work to make simple. It's a lot of work. Anyway, thank you very much and see you all. Thank you.